Hey guys, welcome to another market update. I am Critty, if you don't already know, and I'm part of the Market Mastery team. Let's get into it. All right, guys, I'm going to start on the Bitcoin chart on the weekly time frame. And as you can see, we have had a fucking ultimate run from the bear market lows down here at 16 and a half grand, right? And at the moment, it's a little bit concerning. As you can see, this old all-time high of 109K price come up, rejected underneath. I'll just zoom in a little bit for you guys. So the next couple of weeks are going to be pretty crucial. If we can't get up above this red line here, you've got to assume that we're going to come back at least to this level down here. And this is just looking at this weekly chart without zooming in. You're probably looking around here. Another place you probably want to go have a look at is this FVG here. Just make sure that's bang on. So when we go to lower time frames, this FVG here would be another level you'd be wanting to be looking at. All right, that's if you're just trading the weekly time frames, because at the moment, if you've had some money on the side, this is not a place where you want to be going long. It is actually quite a dangerous spot right now, unless you want to go short. If I just come down here on the daily, what I do like is this level here, which is this daily close here. I'm just going to bang that in like that. And also what this lands on this candle here, which is a daily order block. So I really want to see how price reacts here. At the moment, if we also go down to the 4 hour, we had this impulse here, and then we had this swing low here. So I'm just going to make that my range. And as you can see, I'm just going to turn the magnet on. It is on, right? So price has just bounced off the bottom for now as recording this video, which I don't really like. What I really want to see is price at least take these lows into this daily order block, come back in, reclaim here, maybe flag out a bit, reclaim, and then before making its way up. Now, the other thing I want to show you guys while I'm on Bitcoin is our indicator. So it's a long-term VWAP indicator. We have the developing yearly value area high here, and we just blasted through it back here at the start of May, right? At the start of the month, we just blasted through it and we never really got that retest. So another thing, if we lose this order block, I'll be looking at price to come down here, maybe these ones before going up. Can't rule out that it will dip into the weekly FVG as well. Right. So these are the three levels that I'm looking for. One is the order block, and then second is this daily level I marked out, and then the 4 levels, and then this FVG and this developing year value area low. So this is where I want to be looking to take longs. Alts are a little bit different at the moment. They are seen to be heating up a bit strong. So they're actually holding up really well. Ideally, what we probably want to see is a falling wedge into this daily order block here. One sweep down and off we go. All right, moving on to it. I'm just going to get rid of all this stuff here. We'll go back out to the weekly time frame. Let's start off by marking our top of the range, and we'll just call this blue line the top of the range here, and then the bottom of the range here, right? We did lose it. We come back in, and it's looking really strong, which is great because as price was coming down, everyone was saying Ethereum was dead, which is fair enough. It hasn't performed. It hasn't even made a new all-time high this run yet, and it just looks like absolute shit. But because we've seen this, it could lead to a massive pump that no one's expecting, because a lot of weak hands have sold out here, flipped over and flipped to Solana or Sui or even Bitcoin maybe. So that's something I'm really mindful that this people could be looking to enter the market on it, but it just doesn't present a hand where they can get in, and it just keeps going. But for now, what we have is this weekly order block, which I'm just going to draw in here. It's a weak magnet today. Weekly order block, which price can't get above. And if I just chuck on VWAP, it's not showing anything there on the yearly time frame. So I'll just ignore that for now. But I certainly want to just be paying attention when we break through this weekly order block that it's not a fake out and we reject off this developing year value area high. I'm just going to turn that off for now and go back down to the daily chart. And as you can see, price is consolidating or flagging out, however you want to call it, below resistance, which is extremely bullish. Now, if you go to the 4-hour chart, you can see that we're putting in an ascending triangle. I'm just going to draw that in for you guys. Start the origin from down here, and I'm just going to rough it in, and it looks like this. So ideally, a perfect scenario, what we see price will come down here, go up here, reclaim, boom. Now I might just change this color of this to orange so everyone can see it a little bit better, right? But what's more than likely is going to happen is price will probably come down, fake out underneath here, reclaim, and then go. And if we just put on our VWAP indicator, it might even reach this VWAP and then bounce. Right, but that will be the best scenario, in my opinion, just to shake out a little bit of open interest before the next move up. Now, if we switch over to Solana, again, I'm just going to clear this chart and we'll start on the weekly time frame. I'm just going to draw in some key levels here. My face is in the way. Just give me one moment while I move this, which is this high here. As you can see, price come up to this old all-time high, but was never able to close above it, and it's just nuked down. We had this perfect SFP on the weekly. If you guys managed to get in the short here, you've done really well. And we actually had the perfect entry as well. If you draw Fibonacci of this week here, and I'm just going to put the 50%, oh, my big head's in the way again. If we just put the 50% level on, it's tagged it perfectly before rolling over. So usually when we're looking for trades for a bit of a reversal, you want to see a bit of a pin bar, and then on the next candle or two, price will actually come up, tag the 50% of this pin bar, and then roll over. I didn't get into this short. Bitcoin was very bullish at this time, so I actually wasn't prepared to make any shorts. So we've drawn in that high there, and I'm just going to draw in this high here, which is going to be our bottom of the range here. And as you can, I'm just going to draw in this bottom of the range here. And as you can see, price come down, took out the liquidity, come back in, and now it's looking very bullish. And like we're on this weekly order block here, right? And it's just consolidating here. If we go down to the daily time frame, it just looks like that we're flagging. I'll turn this off. Looks like we're flagging here, ready for our next move up. So I know Bitcoin looks like it's about to roll over, and it might not. Everyone's cautious, but the thing is, there's not a lot of hype in the media. There's not much going on as far as that goes. So I think that's enough fuel to get up. I think everyone's fucked from holding alts when they all did these runs back in November and over here. So if we have a quick look at Doge, for example, I think a lot of people are still underwater buying alts when it was like this, and it's retraced. Doge, for example, 73% from this run back in November last year. So I think there's enough pain already in the market, but we are seeing high open interest as well. So it wouldn't surprise me if we did get this one last nuke before going. But hey, that doesn't have to happen either. Now, while we're on Doge, let's have a look here on the weekly time frame. I'm actually in a trade from down here. Again, like Solana, and I think we are at resistance of a weekly order block. Just going to draw that in. Right, price has just come out. And if I chuck in our LTVW, you can see, I'll go down daily so it makes it a little bit more clearer. You can see the whole way down, we've just rejected the value area low, right? And then we've come back in and accepted back in and launched, and we've hit target one, which is the VWAP. So this is our bread and butter, market mastery. So this was a perfect entry on this pin bar. Going in, I actually got in on a lower time frame on an inverse head and shoulders here, which I can show you guys another time. But for now, this is what I'm looking at here. I think that we can probably hold this VWAP. If we lose, I don't think we'll see developing year value area low again. But if we look at the BTC pair, there's that. Here it is. I've already drawn the squiggles. We're just, again, on this rundown, we've just rejected the value area low. Now we've shot up through it. We've taken out this high as well. We closed above it, but price is still grinding, slow bleeding down. But we are holding for now, developing year value area low. That's not to say that we can't lose it. But I think that this previous year value area low, which is the value area low from last year, and if this is all foreign to you guys, check out what Market Mastery has to offer. This is one of our indicators. So I could expect this to be lost, price to come down here, which makes kind of sense because there's strong support here and then strong resistance here. So I'm hoping for a bounce off there before we go and we can rotate, take profits when we see this chart reach these levels. Now, if we reach this level here, that's going to be really strong on the USDT chart. Now, that's all I've got for you guys today. I just want to make these really, really short. If you want to know more on what Market Mastery is about, click the link below. Have a look at what the Trinity success looks like. All right, guys, take it easy.